Hi everyone, it's Heather and today I am highlighting my hair. I'm doing it myself, basically just to save money because I've done a bit of research around the local hairdressers and it's about £60 to £80 to get my hair highlighted, so I decided to do it myself. So you can see the amount of root growth that I've got here. It's about coming up for an inch. So I thought now's a good time to do it before it gets too long and unmanageable. And the product that I'm using to do this is the Jerome Russell Bee Blonde Highlighting Kit. Now this is from Boots, I think. Boots and Superdrug both do this product and it's around the £6 mark. And it contains a sachet of powdered bleach, one bottle of 40 volume 12% cream peroxide, shampoo, instruction leaflet, applicator brush, metal hook, plastic gloves, mixing tray, highlighting hat, oh yes, that good fun is to come, and a development hat, which is different obviously. So yes, I have actually used this product before, but I used it with foils. Just when the last time I had my hair blonde, just to kind of do the roots on the kind of T-bar section as they call it, which is like across there and back down that way. But I actually want to go a little bit lighter, so I thought I'll just use the highlighting cap and that way I'll get a kind of all over lighter finish. So I thought I'd just run you through the steps of that. So the first thing I'm going to do is just brush my hair through. I've actually had it up today, so it's kind of like got this big bump here. So I'm just going to brush it through to take out any tangles, like that. And then we have this here, which is the oh so attractive highlighting cap. So I'm just going to pop this on my head. They say that it's best for highlighting to just sweep all your hair back, so just brush it all back the way and then apply the cap. Oh yes, that is very attractive. And then just tie it. And just make sure that the cap is pulled right down, so it's basically flush with your hair. And then you get this little metal hook here, a really small little hook end on it, just to poke through each individual hole in the cap. I'll see if I can zoom in. So I've just zoomed in a bit so you can see that there are actually little holes all the way along the cap, and it's up to you pretty much how many of these you poke the hair through. So obviously the less holes that you poke the hair through, the less highlights you're going to have, and the more you poke through, the more highlights you're going to have. So I'm going to go pretty much for all of the holes. So let's get started. Sometimes when you poke one through, the hair doesn't all come through, so I just use my brush just to kind of coax it through. I'm probably going to speed this up a little bit because it will get born very quickly. Well, hello. Here I am looking ridiculous. So I have started to pull through. I've followed the sections in the actual cap itself. So I've pulled through up to about the crown area, all the hair and all the hooks and all the holes back to that point, and it's taken about about half an hour to this point, but as I say, I've never done this before, so maybe as you do it more, you do it quicker. I also think if this was something that I was going to do a lot, I'd definitely buy like a proper hairdresser's highlighting cap, because this does feel a little bit flimsy, and it kind of feels like one of those things that an old lady would wear to stop her hair getting wet. So anywho, I'm going to go and continue, and I'll come back when I've done a bit more. What's the best way for me to do this?
Don't need to go down here, right?
No, it's my ear. You will when you get back here, because my ear finishes there, obviously. Oh my goodness, seriously, what do I look like? Like a bald Barbie or something. Anyway, so I've applied, no I've not applied anything. I have hooked all the sections through. I actually hooked every one through because I want a lighter finish, but it did say if you didn't want that to hook every other one through, and it's all kind of marked out on the cap itself, so that's fine. Also, for the back area, I did have to get Darren to help me. In fact, not even help me, he just did it. He did the whole back section for me because it's just too difficult to do it yourself on this cap. Maybe if you had a proper hairdresser's like rubber cap, might be a bit easier to find the holes and then hook the hair through, but I just thought I'll get him to just give me a hand and do it. So the amount of hair that I've got through, I would say I've probably got about 2/3 of my own hair through the cap. So I'm a tiny bit concerned that this is going to come out uber white blonde, but I don't know, we shall see. I'm just going to continue with it anyway, because I have used this product before and it was absolutely fine. So I've donned my plastic gloves now, and I'm going to mix up the cream peroxide and the High Lift powder bleach. And it doesn't give you an implement to mix those up, but it does say to get a plastic spoon, which I don't actually have, so I'm going to see what else I can use. It also gives you this little black container to mix everything up in, so I'm going to do that right now, and I'll try and show you exactly what I'm doing. So first of all, I'm going to take the powder bleach, just open that up and pop it into the black dish that comes with it. Can you see it's a nice shade of blue, and then just mix this in with it. This is really thick. I couldn't find a plastic spoon, but I did find this little spatula, so I thought it's not the ideal tool, but I'll make use of what I've got just to mix these together. I'm sorry if you can hear children screaming. They're not mine, I don't have kids, but my neighbours, and they are screaming. Here we are, so I'll mix it together now, and it's just this rather fetching shade of blue. So I'm just going to take the little brush that comes with it and start to apply it. Okay, so here we go. I've kind of parted my hair in the pattern it would naturally have. And I'm just going to take some of this, which is really, really thick, and just get my mirror over so I'm not looking in the viewfinder. Also, while I do this, I'm just going to set the timer on my phone. I'm just going to use the stopwatch function and just start that when I start to apply it. Kind of going to concentrate it on the kind of root areas first of all, just near my pattern. Mixture does seem really, really thick, which I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. Because it means that it doesn't like drip anywhere or go anywhere you don't want it to go, but by the same token it can be quite hard to kind of manoeuvre it. Oh, applying that colour was seriously one of the most frightening things I've ever done. Honestly, it was just horrendous. I just thought, I've made a mistake here, I should have just gone to the hairdressers. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I've applied all of the colour, not the colour, the bleach, onto my hair now. And I have applied over the top the developing cap. So I have started the clock from now. I'm just going to check that that is right. Yes, that is correct. I had started the clock when I was actually applying the colour, but it doesn't, I believe it doesn't start developing until you actually put the cap on. I'm just going to secure it at the back there so that it gets maximum heat. And I'm just going to leave that and just keep kind of checking it every 5 minutes or so, because my hair has already been lightened. I thought I'll just keep checking it. Better to err on the side of caution than not. So next time you'll see me, I'll probably have the cap removed and my hair will be wet or dry, so that's exciting. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so totally finished now, and here is the final result. So as you'll be able to see, it is much lighter than it was before. When I started applying the colour, I kind of bottled it a little bit, and I should have probably left it on a little bit longer, because I've got some sections just that are a bit kind of a little bit brassy still. But what I'll do is I'll just keep using the Provoke Touch Silver shampoo. That's really good for blonde hair, just to keep it looking brighter. But all in all, it's not looking too bad. The roots are still in a little bit, but they're more blended than they were before, so I can kind of deal with that. So all in all, it was fine. I would say that I probably did need somebody to help me put the colour on, as well as pulling the hair through. And probably if I did it again, I wouldn't pull it through every strand. I'd maybe only do it through every other strand. But hey ho, you live and learn. And my hair doesn't feel too dry. I have slathered on some of this Dove Intensive Repair Conditioner, leave-in conditioner, and also the Ojon Damage Reverse hair serum. So I kind of put the two of those on, excuse me, and it doesn't feel too bad. So there we have it. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. I am by no means an expert at hair colouring or anything like that, so take all of the stuff that I've done on its own merit and do your own, always do your own strand tests and things like that as well before you go blonde, just so you know your development time and stuff. So I think that's all I've got to say, so I'll see you in my next video. Bye!